Okay, so now I'm going to talk about how to use the Realtime board. By the way, they changed the name from Realtime board to Miro or Miro. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, so let's dig right in here. So there's a lot of tools over here on the left, and so when you're invited as an editor, you can edit with all these tools. So um, I think you've done some of this before already, but here's a run through on more of the tools. So you got the pen. You can change the thickness of it and the color, so it can be kind of thick, right? If you want to just make some quick things like that. Little sketches. The text tool, obviously, that self-explanatory. It does have background colors and everything. Then there's a little post-it note, which is kind of cool, which can be useful for some things. And these different shapes, frame shapes. The arrows are kind of tricky sometimes. How they can work. They will snap to things, but the arrows are really cool, real useful. Um, then this frame thing. When you make a frame around something, you can give it a name. Uh, just by default, it gives you a name, or you can just delete and not have a name at all. That's kind of how I use it sometimes, right? That's how I made those strip boards. So I just used a frame. The idea is that once you create something like a text, uh, so you're moving this around like that, right? And now you put a text in there. You can see the frame kind of highlight a little bit. See how the frame changes the color to the blue outline? So now it'll follow around inside the frame. So that's one of the cool things about having a frame, is you can group things together that can be moved, and that's why I used little frames around these things to make strip boards, because you want to move the strip boards around. You want to be able to move them around and put things inside them, right? And move them around like that. Okay, so now the other thing is that so I made this blank one called Thrive, and that's the name of this film. And this little project is called Thrive Together, but just Thrive for short. So I made this, and I'll share it with you. And another thing to know is that I'll share both of these, right? So that you can just copy things from this one to the other one. So you might want to just copy one of these frame things to the other one. For example, if you shift, you can just grab all those and Control C, and then now you have your first strip board to start with over here, right? And then from there you can start building the production outline for the Thrive project. And you could copy these screenplay pages as well. And you might want to just simply copy one of these. Let's see the one that I had. I'll just do that right now. You just copy this whole bit there. And let's put that one over here like that. So we got, that copied those arrows along with it, so we don't really need those for now. There we go. I'm just going to delete that for now. So there's the starting place for that. How I made all those boxes around them was I just made these shapes and put a fill in them, so that you can just make shapes around things to block things off. Let's see, anything else? I have a lot of different things inside here that I don't use, like different templates and things that you can kind of put in here. The main things I use are the text and the shapes and the frames. So just to know that, of course, all these things can be edited, colors can be changed, and so on like that. So that's basically it. There's not that much to it, but you can explore around and find other things to do. So that's it.